Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue the book of Proverbs. Start from chapter 10. As I said, the title started at Proverbs of Solomon. So I have finished chapter 12 and part of chapter 13. So I'm going to continue to finish chapter 13 today. So I'm going to read first. One man pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. A man's riches may ransom his life, but a poor man hears no threat. The light of the righteous shines brightly, but the lamp of the wicked is snuffed out. Pride only breeds quarrels, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. Dishonest money dwindles away, but he who gathers money little by little makes it grow. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. He who scorns instruction will pay for it, but he who respects a command is rewarded. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, turning a man from the snare of death. Good understanding wins favor, but the way of the unfaithful is hard. Every prudent man acts out of knowledge, but a fool exposes his folly. A wicked messenger falls into trouble, but a trustworthy envoy brings healing. He who ignores disciplines comes to poverty and shame, but whoever heeds correction is honored. A longing fulfilled is sweet to the soul, but fools detest turning from evil. He who walks with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm. Misfortune pursues the sinner, but prosperity is the reward of the righteous. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, but a sin's wealth is stored up for the righteous. A poor man's field may produce abundant food, but injustice sweeps it away. He who spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is careful to discipline him. The righteous eat to their heart's content, but the stomach of the wicked goes hungry. So this is about the second part of chapter 13. Still continuously to talk about the righteous, the wicked, and also the rich and the poor, and who is saved, who is not spared. So one man pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. So this saying, the flamboyant or boasting versus the humble, and those gentle and humble, even though they're rich, but they still keep the head down. And those who is really not rich but like to boast. A man's riches may ransom his life, but a poor man hears no threat. So this is, I think this is occurring especially actually in old time. If you recall, those a lot of rich men save their lives, and a lot of poor men, of course, with no threats. This meaning, I think, saying that in the time of life or death, give money, giving out your wealth. That's probably it's a good way. Sometimes in the ancient generals or commanders, if you recall, either in Liu Bang's in ancient country, if you search the emperor. When they gain the country, need to build the country, so they request the wealth from those people around the emperor. The light of the righteous shines brightly, but the lamp of wicked is snuffled out. So it's like the righteous always shine, and also the wicked, even though they have lamp, but is snuffled out. So means to extinguished in the dark. Pride only breeds quarrels, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. So this saying that do not be proud, or do not show proud. But we always encourage to be proud of yourself. But I think this is saying the boast in front of those who is really inferior than you, or but anyway, just do not keep the heart too proud. Dishonest money dwindles away, but he gathers money little by little, makes it grow. Diligent, working diligent to accumulate. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. Of course, the dreams become true is always the blessing. He who scorns instruction will pay for it. He who respects command is reward, means humble, listening to the otherwise and seeking wisdom. The teaching of a wise is a fountain of life, turning a man from the snares of death. This is like share your wisdom with others, like what Solomon is doing to save his children. This is what his wisdom. Good understanding wins favor, but the way of unfaithful is hard. It's still saying that be understanding and try to stay a step backward to look whole picture. Every prudent man acts out of knowledge, but a fool exposes his folly. So this is saying the wise man acting based on the wisdom, and the fools, of course, is always speaking or acting like a folly. A wicked messenger falls into trouble, but a trustworthy envoy brings healing. So this means we always passing words among each other. That happened a lot of time, but it's make sure what is the message you need to pass on, to not spread the false message. He who ignores discipline comes to poverty and shame. Whoever heeds correction is honored. Again, saying that listening to the wise and getting prosperity. A longing fulfilled is sweet to the soul, but fools detest turning from evil. So again, talking about the fool and also the wise. And he who walks with the wise grows wise, and the companion of fools suffer harm. So it's again talking chose the friend wisely. Misfortune pursues the sinner, but prosperity is the reward of the righteous. Talking about the wicked and the righteous, the rewarding and misfortune. A good man leaves the inheritance for his children's children, but the sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. So this saying, the long-lasting inheritance to children follows good men. A poor man's field may produce abundant food, but injustice sweeps it away. So short-lasting for those wicked harvest. He who spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is careful to discipline the children. The righteous eats to their heart's content, but the stomach of wicked goes hungry. So this is still saying the righteous versus the wicked. So in general, the righteous people will get wisdom, listen to the otherwise, and pass down the inheritance to the generations and generations, and also with the heart of content. On the other hand, the wicked will just, even though they have harvest, but still short-lasting, and their prosperity, of course, is short-lasting. Their heart is not going to be joy. They will lose their health, like stomach, will goes hungry all the time. So this is about the chapter 13. I'm going to stop here and hope that you can read, interpret in your own way. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.